Today we are going to talk about the last two parts of the paper, which most people do not pay enough attention to. My name is Dennis Eckmeyer. I'm a science communicator and science editor as a freelancer. And in this series I want to share my experience with young academics who are getting into academic writing. In the previous video we talked about how to construct the introduction to your paper, which is the second to last thing or the third to last thing that you should write. And in this episode we're talking about the abstract and the title of the paper and why they're important. These two parts are usually underappreciated by the authors while in the writing process because they are short and they don't seem very important after you've written the whole rest of the paper. All the introduction, the whole discussion, the results, everything. And you get tired. And then you stop paying attention to these two actually very crucial parts of the paper. They're the first things that the readers see in a long list of search results from your preferred search engine. So what you want is that the title attracts the attention of your readers. Now you could do that, as many try to, by being creative and fancy, but I don't think that's how it should work. Your readers are actually working. They are not looking for entertainment, they are looking for crucial information for their own work. And they want to get there fast and they want to know quickly what your paper is about. So your title should actually be this very concise, very brief and very clear statement of your conclusions. And it should, of course, include the main buzzword. Because that's what people are looking for. They will skim through a whole lot of search results, as I said, and they are looking through the paper titles for the words that they are interested in. The abstract also needs to be brief, and what you want to do there is basically write a sentence representing each part of the paper. So, for example, you want to start with the introduction part, so you state clearly the field you're in and the question you have. Then in the next sentence you write down what the methods were that you used, and then state your main results and your main conclusion, and that's it. So how did I write the abstract and the title for the paper that we've been talking about so far? The abstract that I have here is actually too long. I would not recommend to write an abstract that long. Sensory responses are modulated by internal factors including attention, experience, and brain state. So I'm setting the stage. Basically, this comes from my introduction, the big picture thing. This is partly due to fluctuations in neuromodulatory input from regions, etc., etc. So these are actually 5 sentences, just introduction. This is way too much. And then finally I get to the question. It is unclear whether noradrenergic plasticity also affects the input to the main olfactory bulb from olfactory sensory neurons in the glomerular layer. I give yet more introduction by saying noradrenergic terminals are found in the glomerular layer, blah blah. And then again I tell the people what my question is by saying we investigated whether noradrenaline induces plasticity at the glomerulus. And then finally I get to the methods and the approach. We used wide field optical imaging to measure changes in odor responses following electrical stimulation of locus coeruleus in anesthetized mice. And I only write one sentence about that. Fantastic. And it's a brief sentence and it's very clear. So I guess that's the one point I did it right. And then I get to the surprising result and the main result. Surprisingly, odor-evoked intrinsic optical signals at the glomerulus were persistently weakened after locus coeruleus activation. However, suppression was intensified by locus coeruleus activation in the absence of odors. Maybe one sentence would be not enough in this case. And then I get to the conclusion by saying, we conclude that noradrenaline release from locus coeruleus has persistent effects on odor processing already at the first synapse of the main olfactory system. This mechanism could contribute to arousal-dependent memories. Alright, then let's look at the title and see if it wraps up the paper nicely. And the title is Noradrenergic Plasticity of Olfactory Sensory Neuron Inputs to the Main Olfactory Bulb. This is actually very concise, maybe too concise. Maybe too brief, we'll see. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. So yeah, that's what I think you should put into the abstract and the title. It's really the title and the abstract that your reviewers and all the other readers see first and will maybe unfairly decide upon whether they're interested in the paper. So do not underestimate this. And I do appreciate that at the end of the writing process, you're really just annoyed by this. And you don't want to spend your any more time on the manuscript because you've been working on this for so long. But these things are extremely important. Wait, I forgot to tell you something. If you want the information of what I just told you in this video as a PDF file, you can download it from my website. The link should be somewhere around here, depends on which platform you are, where it actually is, so I can't actually point to it. Then if you're on YouTube, please subscribe and give me a like and press the bell if you liked it, so you will be notified when I put out the next video. I hope that will be soon. If you want to make suggestions what this video should be about, you can put them into the comment section below so I get some ideas and I know what you guys need to know and what you guys want to know. And finally, if you haven't watched the other episodes of this series yet, there will be a link to the playlist in the end card. Just wait for it. Alright. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.